right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I'm here at Complete Nutrition, and it's a somber Tuesday. It is a somber Tuesday with the recent residual effects of the hurricane still kind of making an impact throughout the entire state. But what a lot of people don't tend to realize is, in spite of the natural disasters and so forth, there's still a lot of emotional and mental and like personal things, a personal hurricane, if you will, or a storm. And
absolutely, yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize, you know, we live in a world of surfaces, so most people just kind of see the surface of things and they don't really realize, you know, what somebody's actually going through in life with the situations that they face and so on and so forth. So absolutely, I agree.
And you have in behalf of your organization and so forth, that you donated your, making some water and stuff to them?
Absolutely. So yeah, we were able to, you know, help out as much as we could, you know, within our means here, you know, and gave out some water and you know, a little bit of financial help and things of that nature for those in need, because I could only imagine, you know, with having empathy, I'm able to kind of put myself in their shoes, and I know that you know, it'd be a blessing to have somebody help us, you know, if we were going through what they're going through. So.
Right. And can you imagine, with the high school football season right around the corner, where all these schools down in Houston, like Beaumont and Ozone and so forth, I mean, where are they going to be playing ball at?
You know, that's a good question, man. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to start offering their, you know, their stadiums and so on and so forth. You know, it's going to make it tough on the teams to have to travel and things like that, you know, and kind of get them out of their comfort zone. But, you know, hopefully they can adapt and manage.
Hopefully, yeah, maybe they, I don't know if we can fit them over at Shotwell. They might not be able to manage that.
Right, yeah, I don't know about that. But I'm sure, you know, there's plenty of stadiums out there that are in good shape that will probably be able to, you know, offer their assistance and so on and so forth, and their help. So.
But you do know a little bit about that. I mean, you played for the Cougars,
yes,
the local Cougars. Still kind of got the red into the picture and so forth.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, once a Cougar, you always bleed blue. So absolutely.
Todd Mavis, you know, and folk that now the Cougars. What was interesting about them is they took Aledo State, which is ironic that we're discussing this because I'm an Aledo.
That's right.
Played for them back in 05. So Bearcats, go Bearcats. But they made an overwhelming comeback against Aledo and actually held the lead in the playoffs last year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, they've done good. Coach Mavis, man, I admire him. When I played at Cooper, he was actually the defensive coordinator, and I was actually an offensive player in special teams. But man, I admire him so much. He was actually one of my favorite coaches that I actually had some of the most respect for, actually, just because how much he cares for each individual player. You know. So yeah, Coach Mavis is an awesome guy for sure. Shout out Coach Mavis.
Shout out to Coach Mavis. And this, you talk about how he's made an impact and so forth. Discuss maybe your transition from high school. I know you were going to go play at McMurray for a little while,
yes, sir.
And then now you're running the nutrition store.
Yeah, so you know, just ever since I was a little kid, it's been instilled. You know, athletics have been instilled in me, and I've always, you know, always worked hard to be the best that I could possibly be in every sport that I played. So going from Cooper and being able to get recruited by Coach Hal Mummy, you know, who actually was Mike Leach's mentor, and so on and so forth. You know, and being a receiver, you know, I was intrigued to be able to play for the guy who was one of the main originators of the spread offense. So it was awesome to kind of transition into that type of offense and be able to be utilized in that way. And you know, whenever I got out of McMurray, you know, like I said, fitness and the weight room and just overall health and wellness has always been in my blood, if you will. So it's been a blessing to be able to take ownership of Complete Nutrition and just kind of continue to inspire life change in the community and help each individual become, you know, the best version of themselves. Right,
and when you discuss like the nutrition and so forth in the store, now there is an Achilles heel to this. Like there's a stigma that some folks, society, they'll profile some of these guys that are doing this and that, and they automatically assume or jump to conclusions that these guys are like so fit or they're so big that they are using performance enhancing illegal, and discuss some of that.
Well, absolutely, and you know, the industry now, the fitness industry in general, is saturated with a lot of deception. You know, so Absolutely, there are folks out there that are using performance-enhancing, drugs and so on and so forth. But the biggest thing that my vision, personally, my testimony, I'm completely transparent. I've been down that path. I competed, in bodybuilding in 2015, and went undefeated and made it out to nationals, and I was dabbling with some of those things. But now being blessed with the grace of God, being able to come out of that. I'm able to kind of give my testimony to a lot of people that may still be doing things like that, and there's definitely a healthier, safer, more wholesome way to go about it, and still get maintain and attain a really good physique, without having to do those things. So to all the kids out there that are watching and so on and so forth that admire these Instagram icons and so on and so forth, man, it's not always about what you take. It all comes down to your nutrition and your work ethic in the gym. Be the first one in and the last one to leave, and I promise you can achieve incredible things.
And I mean that's a solid maxim for. Like you said, how we go back to Coach Mavis back and forth, and you mentioned how Mummy's in his patented air raid. Just for a lot of athletes and so forth, when their career ends on the field or something, it's very, very difficult to transition.
Absolutely, you feel like you're almost all you know is football or whatever sport you're playing. So when you're finished with that, it's almost like your life is over almost. So you have to channel that energy and just look at it as the end of one chapter and the beginning of another one. For me, like I said, the weight room has always been something that I would consider like my church, if you will. So it kept me out of trouble for the most part, and allowed me to continue to do what I love to do. And I look at it as like my therapy. So like I said, it's been a blessing to take ownership of Complete Nutrition and be able to continue to do what I love to do, and help others.
Absolutely. And so if we were to close it up, just what mainly jumps off the page about you have a very compelling story. It seems a lot of folks maybe are trying to paddle upstream against a very strong current.
Right. And the biggest thing I have to say is, pressure makes diamonds. So embrace the struggle. A lot of people don't realize the struggle that one may face day to day, and you have to embrace it and be able to continue to push through, because it's real quick. And any type of breakthrough in life, you're always going to experience pain, whether it's hurt, a disconnection, whatever that may be. Most people give up and they throw in the towel whenever they're faced, with those things. But any type of breakthrough, you have to continue to push through. Just like when a baby's born, all we see is the surface of things. We just see the beautiful baby, and the new life. But we don't know what the woman went through with all the pain and the screaming and the blood that she had to sacrifice in order to give that life. So same thing, with any breakthrough in life, you have to keep pushing, and eventually you will hit your breakthrough. And you can't be like the majority of the world and give up and throw in the towel.
There you have it. You spoke about the diamond among rocks. You're out in West Texas, Complete Nutrition. You guys come check this out for the healthy solution and so forth. Like, comment, share, submit feedback. We'll see you very shortly. Thanks for the West Texas community.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you did good.
Keep my bad, bro.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for
you can't do that. Get this little pre-workout.
Yeah, that was good right there. Say, Brandon, I can air that just like it is, you know what I mean? I can cut the front and back.
It's raw, you don't even have to.
You don't have to mess with it at all.
No edits.
Yeah, I like that. I can air that just like